Right. So guys, here yesterday we started DML operations, and the two things we discussed in yes or no. So one is single amp percentage and double amp percentage. And single amp percentage, we said you can insert values to columns dynamically, and we can change our values of columns. And double amp percentage means what we said, whatever the values we are inserting to column, so that values are fixed values. And those values, if we want to change, then we need to use exit statement. Okay. So now single amp percentage examples we discuss. Okay. And come to second one is double amp percentage. I said to you, and this is our syntax of double amp percentage. Okay. So double amp percentage of column name we are giving. Okay. Let me see guys here. Okay. Right. So now this is in the last section yesterday. Uh, our table name is what now? Student. So we inserted here this one here. Okay, right. So now yesterday we sent here. Okay, yesterday we sent here. Now, so we already inserted a few records into our table. Okay, and can you see in the last session we inserted the student information, but whatever the information I was given as address location is Pune, the Pune was repeated every time. So the three times I inserted three different students. Okay, three different students information I inserted here. Okay, but what happened here? The first attempt, whatever the address I was given, the same address will be repeating again and again. Okay, now, so this is what it was happening here, double amp percentage. Okay, let's see one more time. So now I'm putting here insert into the student. Okay, and I'm sending values. Okay, so what is the here? Single amp percentage for your student ID. Okay, and a single amp percentage for student name, and here double amp percentage I'm giving for student address. Okay, so double amp percentage for student address. Okay, so this is what yesterday was given. So what it was happening guys here. Okay, so enter value for student ID, the first one. Okay, fine, student ID 11. Okay, and enter value student name, some for example A. And now first attempt it was asking student address. For example, I was given the student address is Chennai. So let what it was happening, you can see. So one row is created, guys, right? One row is created, but if you want to continue, okay, so I'm using slash, it will be continuing your last executed query. Okay, now again it was asking student ID, because why it is asking student ID means student ID is a single amp percentage. Okay, so that dynamically the values can be changed. So student ID 12, and the student name is also asking why, because it is also single amp percentage, so dynamically we can change. And now okay, now later the student address is not asking to me here, observe. So I just entered. Okay, now I just entered. So now if I entered, so one row is directly created, but it never asked me, okay, so entered for student address, that was not asking to. In the same to same, the next level also 13. and employee name is CC. If I entered, so it is also directly accepted. But internally, your address column, what it was taken, guys, here means it was taken Chennai. So first time I'm giving Chennai, and that was repeating every time into your S address column. Okay. And after that, suppose you just call and see your table. The table name is what now? Student. Okay, student. Now we can see. So it was repeating here 11, 12, 13. Okay. So it was repeated. 11, 12, 13, it is a repeated to us. Okay, now, but the same thing, the address is what happened here. So Chennai, this was taken Chennai. It was repeating your address. Okay, suppose are you clearing this one? Okay, now we are saying that, sir, can I use like this? Okay, if I want to change, suppose I'm going to writing like this, student and sending values of, suppose I'm passing single amp percentage of student ID. Okay, student ID and a single amp percentage of student name and a single amp percentage of student address. Okay, right. So now here, what it was happen, you can see. Suppose we are going to be changing our operation. Okay, again I'm giving. So this is common single. Okay, and here previously I was given double amp percentage, right? But now I'm changing. For example, I want to change my value of student address. So some students are thinking like, so can I give a single amp percentage again? So then what it was happening, you can see, suppose are you giving single amp percentage for your student address column? Let you see what it was happen. Let you see what it was happen here. Okay, I entered. So, okay, fine. It was asking student ID. So student ID, like for example, 14. Okay, and student name. Okay, so DD. Okay, but what it was happening, you can see after changing of your X address column as a single amp percentage, still I'm going to enter what it was happening. You can see. So now tell me guys here, it was asking address. No, it is not asking address. It is not asking address, but what it was taken address means it was taken Chennai. Your address is what now? Chennai. Okay, now so that means still I'm not thinking. So again, it was going to take 15 and EE again it was accepted. Okay, now so again what it was taken Chennai, but I tried to change my S address as a single amp percentage, but it is never changed my address location. Okay, so that means what you understand, guys, here, only the way to change your S address column data, only the way, what is the way of this means, and what is the solution for this means, only you have to exit. So when you have to exit, then only we can change, or then only it is possible to change our S address column value, S address column. S address column value. Otherwise, we cannot change. Okay, now let you see. I'm going to exit now. So I'm going to exit now. Yes, I was exited here. After exit, again you have to come and open. Again you have to come and open. Okay, so I take here my DB 730. Okay, again I connected. After connecting here, then you can go for. Okay, right, now you can see. Now you can go for to change your, okay, suppose now I'm going to insert. So insert into my table is student sending value. Yes, suppose you are going to be giving here a single amp percentage, for example, student ID, and single amp percentage, for example, student name. And now your wish. Now newly inserting the, either you can give single amp percentage or you can give double amp percentage. But double amp percentage, when I'm giving what it was happening, again it was asking first time and remaining all times, sir, the same value will be repeating here. Okay, now so now we can suppose I can say give it here. It's address. Okay, as address, right? Now again, I'm freshly inserting now. So again, what it was happened, this is again, I'm connecting newly. So new connection again. So when I'm connecting newly means whatever the request I'm sending to my server, this request will be treated as a new request. This request will be treated as a new request. When it is a new request, then what it was happened, again, it was asking to me, okay, enter student ID. So 16. Okay, next enter student name, for example, FF. And now see, it was asking address, right? So again, your address is asking to us. Because of reason, again, is new connectivity and the new request it will treat. Okay, so that's why again it was asking newly for your S address column data. So again, if I'm going to using, suppose anything if I'm giving here. So again, if I'm giving anything, like for example, Kerala, if I'm giving, again, this Kerala was going to be repeating again. Okay, now you can see ID 17, name GG, and now see, again, it was taking automatically Kerala. Okay, now, so this is what we called as guys here. Okay, so as address and a double M percentage and single M percentage difference. Okay, now, right. So this is what we called. And the next one is, okay, like this. Okay, so examples you can go to check out here. Okay, like I can go to give it my operations now. So this is simple. Okay, right. So now again, this is what we call as the insert command. Okay. Next, I will go for update operation. That's here, the second command, update operation. So these are very fundamental guys here. These are all our fundamental queries. Okay. So now whatever we are discussing. Now, update command is called, okay, so when I'm using this one means to update all rows data, okay, in a table at a time. Okay, so there we can use this update command whenever you want to update all rows data. Okay, now otherwise simply we can say uh, in one more way we can use here to update a specific row data, in a table, But here very important point is what now? Whenever we are updating all rows data in a table, so we don't want it, okay, any kind of additional statements we don't want to write, or we don't want to add your query. But when we want to updating a specific row data in a table, compulsory, what we want to use the where clause condition compulsory use. So what is where clause that we will discuss in the coming classes. Okay, na? Where clause condition compulsory we should use it. Okay, so without where clause, one point should be underlined, guys, all of you. One point should be underlined. Without where clause, you cannot update a specific row data. You cannot update a specific row data. Okay, now compulsory we should use a where clause. And where clause also we can use only for a specific row data updation purpose only we can use. Okay, now but other than this specific row you don't use a where clause. Okay, right. For example, now come to my syntax here. In the syntax, what it was happened, carefully observe. Suppose my syntax was update the table name, update table name. Okay, set, and now I want to give here. So column name 1 is equal to value 1, comma. Column name 2 is equal to value number 2, value number 2. Okay, now. So like this, they have to take here and comma and so on. So when I'm taking here and so on, so later I want to go for Okay, here additionally we should use a where class condition, and this will be should use it. But this condition when you required. So I will give it here optional bracket. Okay, I'm giving here optional brackets. I'm giving now. Okay, na? I'm giving here optional bracket. So why I'm giving optional bracket means the where class we can't use every time. The where class we can't use every time. We can use only specific row updation time only. We can use it. Okay, na? Specific row updation time only we can use it, but not all the ways. Okay, right. And next one is come out here. This is our example. Okay, we can come to here now. Suppose I just come out here to take one more user. I'm connecting with Scott and so manager. This is one more user I connected now. So in this user, okay, we have to see some tables are there guys here. Okay, here what are the table? DEPT, EMP, bonus, and salary. Okay, this is another user. Okay, right. In this user, they have a four tables, whatever it was. And now I'm going to set here. So what is the space size and what is this? We will discuss. Okay. Now one of my table I'm taking here from this EMP. Okay. Now this is one table, guys. Carefully observe. This is one table, okay, EMP table, and having some information in this EMP table. Okay, right. So what we can get you email. Okay, fine. So now this is my table in this user Scott. This is one table. So now on this table, I'm going to performing what now? Some operations, some update operations. I will do it. For example, let us see. So here, I want to update, okay, employee number. So whose employee number 7788? That employee job I want to change as a HR, and that employee salary I want to change as a 8,000 rupees. So here multiple columns we are going to be updating. So how to update it means, okay, update, okay, EMP table, my table name is set. And what I want to change here, E name I want to change. So E name, which employee 7788, E name is what now? So Scott, and job is what now? Analyst. Sorry, I want to change job. Job is equal to, I'm changing is analyst to HR. I'm changing as a HR here. So analyst, actually the present in my table, the 7788 employee job is analyst person. So this analyst person, I want to changing as a, for example, HR. So this is, I was given job is equal to HR, comma. And the same analyst, whatever the person's salary was there, 3,000 here. The salary I want to change as a, suppose I will change here 4,500. Okay, now. So if I leave like this up to here, what it was happening guys here, complete 14 employees row data will be updated. So their 14 employees jobs will converting or will changing as a HR, and their salaries will changing 4,500 up to here if I want to execute. But here I'm not doing this operation for all people. I want to go for this operation specific people whose employee number is equal to 7788. So one specific employee, okay, the specific employee means this where condition will be telling the specific row or specific employee. So the specific row I'm updating. Which row I'm updating, which employee number is 7788. So that person job I'm changing. How what I want to change your job is a HR. Job is a HR, and the salary is already having 3,000 that I'm changing as a 4,500. And which employee is specific employee. So whose employee number 7788. So that's why I'm using what now here where clause condition I'm using. Okay, na? Where clause condition I'm using right now. Now you can see to execute this one. So here what it was happening guys, a single row specific here of the one row updated. Okay, na? Right. After updation, let you call your table. I'm calling select star from EMP. Now you can see 7788 employee job is the HR and is a salary 4-5 year changes. So which specific employee we said to change their name, okay, the job name as well as the salary. So that was the perfectly we changes. Okay, so analyst to HR. So here it will be changing guys here, and same to same salary also it will be changes. Okay, na? So this is one. And which employee we changes here? Only the particular employee. His name is what? His number is what now? 7788. And remaining employees data will not be changes here. Okay, now so this is what we call. In the same to same guys here, and this is what specific row data updation we change. Okay, for example, next one is what now? I'm using here update EMP set. Okay, now suppose I want to update all employee commission is equals to 500. I will be using. So here update your commission. So commission column, can you see in commission column, few people commissions are nothing. Nothing means these are all are nulls. Okay, na? And these are all are nulls. And few employees commissions are there 300, 500, 1400 and 0. Okay, na? Suppose I'm going to changing. Okay, all people commission. All people means total. How many people are there? 14 employees are there. Is all 14 employees commission. I have to change as a 500 rupees. So here what I'm doing, update EMP table set commission is equals to 500. So I'm not using here any where class condition guys here. I'm not using any where class condition. Directly I'm going to execute it now. So when you without where class condition, suppose are you executed here? So total how many rows here? 14 rows are updated. Let's go call here. Let you call select the star from EMP table. Now you can see that all employees commissions, how much it was changing here? 500. So this is the way either single and specific row data we can update. Otherwise, you can update all rows data. Okay. So the two cases, either specific rows you can update, otherwise all rows you can go to update. Okay. Now, so these are update operation guys here. Okay. Now, these are update example, either single row or else all rows. So as per your definition, okay, either single row, otherwise all rows. All rows means you have to remove this one where commission is equal to 500. Okay, no? Right. And the third command is, okay, delete command. The third command is delete command. So delete command carefully observe. Now, so these are all our query fundamentals guys here. So that's why I'm not spending more time here. Okay, na? Okay. So these are very basic fundamentals and basic syntaxes. So we will be completed this basic syntaxes as soon as possible. We are entering into main concepts. Okay, na? Right. So now here observe. Now delete command is there. So delete command purpose is also same guys here, but here one point will be comparing now. So to delete all rows, okay, rows data from a table at a time. Okay, this is one case I can use, or else to delete, okay, to delete a specific row data, from a table. But I said specific. Specific means what now I'm using by using what here where class condition. By using what we said where class condition. So whenever you want to go for any specific operation, we can use a where class condition. Okay, now so either all rows you can go to delete from the table at a time. Okay, otherwise a specific row data also we can delete it. But whenever you want to working on specific row data, compulsory where class condition is mandatory. Okay, now it's a mandatory. Okay, right. So now here come to syntax. Here come to syntax. Now the syntax is what now? Delete from, okay, table name, and optionally I was given where class condition, because where class condition we are not using every time. Okay, now so using only specific row purpose. Okay, so this is your syntax of what you can say delete command. Now let me come to guys. Now this is my table. Okay, now this is my table. Now I just go to execute. This is my table, guys. Here complete information was there. Suppose I just go for one specific employee data I want to delete. For example, here department number you can see. In department number column, there are different departments are there 10, 20, 30 and 30, 30, 10, okay, 20, 30. So that the three departments people are there. 10, okay, 20 and 30. For example, I want to delete who are working in the department number 10. So who are working in the department number 10, okay now. So now can you tell me guys here, how many people are there in the 10th department? Can you check out? Can you check out how many people are there in 10th department? Three people are there, okay now. Now I'm using now delete from EMP table, okay, where DPT number is equal to 10. So here why I'm using where class means compulsory we should use a where class because specific department number people data we are deleting. How many people are there? 10, 1, and here one more person 2, and here one more person 3. Okay now. So there are total 3 people are there who are working under department number 10. Okay now, right? So now here, so the specific department number people I want to delete. So the 3 people, so 3 people I'm going to done here. So to enter, how many rows are deleted here, guys? 3 rows. It was clearly showing us. So 3 rows are deleted. After deleted the 3 rows, let me come back and call your EMP table. Now see, in your department number, so there is a no tens now. All 10th department people are we deleted from our table. So this is specific one, the specific department, specific person, specific job, specific salary, specific hire date. So whatever you want to, you can pass here all kind of things. Okay, right. And later suppose, okay, for example, if I want to delete all rows now at a time, I want to delete all rows. All rows means present how many rows are there in my table? 11 rows are there. How many rows are there in my table? 11 rows are there. For example, if I'm passing delete from EMP table, I'm passing now, careful observe, but here I'm not using any where class. So where class we are using only for specific row data deletion purpose. Okay, so I'm not using any where class here. Directly I'm passing delete from EMP. When you pass delete from EMP, what it was happening guys here, 11 rows are deleted. So whatever the present data was there in my table, that all data will be deleted here. But your rows are deleted, but not a columns. So that's why you can see your table. Okay, rows are deleted, all rows are deleted. But what we said, we have a columns. So now I'm seeing the structure. Now we have a columns. Now you can see the EMP number, name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, and their data types also we have it here. So that means structure is there, but not a rows. Only rows are deleted. Sorry, only rows are deleted, but not a structure. Structure means columns. So, but guys, tell me the same kind of situation. Did you see anywhere in the previously? Anybody guessing? Any guessing, guys? The same kind of nature. The same kind of nature. What is the nature? Deleting rows, but not columns. Deleting rows, but not columns. The same kind of nature. Did you see anywhere in the previous classes? Yes, what we have it here? Yes. Which command we are seeing, guys, here? Truncate command. Okay, which command we are seeing, guys, here? Truncate command. Okay, na? Truncate command is the same nature is going to be happen. Truncate command is the same nature is going to be happen. Okay, na? Right. So that is what a truncate command. Yes, exactly correct. So now truncate command. In truncate command, okay, the same kind of operation was done in truncate command also. What is the operation we done in truncate command? Deleting rows, but not a columns. But the same thing, delete command is also done. Deleting only rows, okay, but not a columns. So now here the question is coming out here. What is the question? What is the differences between, okay, what is the differences between delete and a truncate command? Okay, now, so this kind of that question or doubt will be come to us. Okay, what is the differences between delete and truncate? Okay, na? Right. Now let me see the differences. What it is, one by one, I will explain to you. Observe carefully. Okay. So now the differences between delete, okay, the versus, okay, truncate command. So basically, this is one of interview question also when you want to go for interviews as a fresher, okay, on databases. So this is one question will be come to you. So here, let me see. Okay, I will take here delete and truncate. So delete and truncate. Right. So the first point in delete command, careful observe. Delete command, what we said guys here. So it was going to be deleting. Okay. Okay, deleting a specific row. Okay, from a table. So that is possible. So deleting a specific row. But guys, we discussed in a truncate command. Okay, truncate command is not a support. So we already said to you, by using of truncate command, we cannot delete a specific row data or row. Okay, so that already we said. Why, sir? Why, sir? Your delete command is supported, and why not truncate is not supported means, sir. So reason is simple reason. What is the reason here? Because where or delete command is supporting where class. So where clause is supported, guys. So where class is supported, but truncate command is not supported. The where class also is not supported. So this is the reason why truncate command is not deleted a specific row, and why delete command is deleted a specific row. Okay, right. And the third point is, okay, third point is delete command. Okay, delete command. By using of delete command, whatever we deleted data, the data is called as a temporary delete or deletion. Temporary deletion. Okay. So whatever the data I deleted from my table, okay, so the data is not permanent deletion. The data is a temporary deletion. Okay. But whereas we truncate command, what we said, this is a permanent deletion. Permanent deletion, because once we use truncate command, okay, on your table data, and the data will be permanently deleted from your table. And we said it's a permanent deletion, and we cannot restore here. We cannot restore here. Okay, no? We cannot restore. Okay, because it is a permanent, okay, what we can say, deletion. Next point here, suppose this is a temporary deletion means we can restore. So here, yes, possible. We can restore data. Here I'm restoring not a table. I'm restoring data. So carefully statement will be observed. So here I'm not restoring table. I'm restoring what now? Okay, what I'm restoring here means data, not a table. Table already there in my database. Yes or no? So table already there now. Yes, I have a table. I have a table, right? I have a table. Table have it. Table is also have it. Okay, I have a table. Okay, I have a table, but I don't have a data in this table. So table is there, but data is not there, right? Table is there. So that's what I'm saying here. The point is very carefully observed. So here we said we can restore data, not a table, because table I'm not deleting here. Table is there. What I'm deleting here, rows or data was deleted. Rows or data was deleted. Okay, now not a table. That's why we can restore data. Okay, so by using one of the TCL language command, so that we will there in future we will discuss. The command is called as what now? Rollback. Okay, now that command is nothing but rollback. But in the previously we are using flashback. Flashback purpose is what now? Table restoring purpose, not a table restoring purpose. Yes or no? So, but here rollback is what now? Not a table. So rollback is restoring only data purpose. Data restoring purpose, rollback. Table restoring purpose, flashback. Okay, now so variation subject carefully. So data, already my table is there in the database, but data I want to restore. Then I can use rollback. So my table is not there in the database. My table is not there in the database. Then I want to restore means what? A flashback. So flashback we are using for restoring a table. Rollback is using for restoring data. Okay, na? So the variation subject. Okay, right. So now we can restore data by using rollback, but this is not possible. This is not possible in your truncate command is not possible. Okay, now next one. Next one is what the fifth point here. Delete command, whatever the data is going to be deleted, how it was deleted means one by one row wise. Okay, so one by one row wise. One by one row wise. Okay, it's not deleted. For example, in your table, there are 100 rows are there, right? There are 100 rows are there, but 100 rows not deleted at a time. Okay, now 100 rows not deleted at a time. How it was deleting internally means one by one. First row, second row, third row, like one by one row is deleted. Okay, now so but whereas truncate command is deleting all rows. Okay, it will be treated all rows as a set. So the set of rows are deleted. Okay, all rows will be treated as a set. And now what you say, set of rows are deleted. Set of rows. Okay, so deleted here. That means here complete. That means either your table is having 10 rows or 100 rows or 1000 rows. That's none of the matter. But how many rows are there? 1 lakh or 2 lakhs or 5 lakhs, whatever it's there, that all rows will be taken as a one page. Taking as a one set of rows is nothing but one page, and the page will be deleted directly. Okay, all that means set of rows at a time. Okay, now that is the nature of truncate. And that is the reason what the people will say the execution speed. Execution speed. Okay, the execution speed of delete command, the speed is what now? Slow. So internally, the query execution speed will be slow because the procedure will be slow. Why? Because we are deleting one by one row. So one by one row is deleted. So that's why it will take much time. Okay, now to done your work. Okay, now so that's why the execution speed of deleting data is slow. But here what we said, truncate command is not like this. Complete number of rows or hundreds of rows or lakhs of rows at a time, it will be treated as a set, and the set of rows, it will be deleted. So that's why, of course, in any case, it will be fast. So your execution speed is fast, guys. Execution speed is fast when you comparing to, okay, in your comparing to what? Delete command. Okay, but execution speed is fast and is slow, but in real time truncate commands are not useful. Okay, now in real time truncate command is not useful. Why, sir? Why, sir? Means yeah, truncate command, what I said, specific row data not supporting, where class conditions we cannot apply, and one of the biggest problem of truncate command is what now? Permanent deletion. So that's why truncate command in real time, no, okay, very rare. And one more thing is what now? When you want to use truncate command, compulsory you should take permission from your team leader. Suppose you are the working in a company, okay, either your team lead or project lead. So who is your leading person for your team? So definitely you have to ask your leading person, okay, either team lead or project lead. Without permission of team lead and project lead, you can't use this truncate command, because it's a very dangerous command. Once you apply your data permanently deleted, and there is a no chance to restoring your data. So that's why it's very, very dangerous. So that's why in place of truncate command, generally 90% of people we are using what now? Delete. Why sir delete means we have an advantage of delete. What is now? Specific row I can delete. Supporting where class conditions. And one of the best option is what now? Suppose fortunate or unfortunate. Suppose user either fortunate or unfortunate, user is going to be deleted. User is going to be deleted your data, but we have a chance again restoring. So your restoring is possible. Suppose unfortunately or you deleted your data by mistake. So even though the data I can roll back it, that means restore it. So that is the advantage of here. So that's why instead of truncate only, 90% of industry people are using delete, and truncate very rare. If you want to apply truncate, compulsory take a permissions from your team lead or project leads. Okay, na? With the help of those permissions only you can do this one. Otherwise, don't touch truncate command in your real-time applications. Okay, na? Because permanent data deletion. Okay, right. So this is what now the differences between truncate and delete commands, guys. Okay, truncate and delete commands. Okay, right. And later in DML operations. Okay, in DML operations. Okay, so now some new commands also we have along with insert, update, and delete. Those are called as a insert all and merge commands. Insert all and merge command. These are the new commands was there in your DML operations. Okay. Now the new commands we are discussing now. Observe. Okay. The new commands in DML operations. So insert and merge. So update. So insert and merge command, okay, how we can use it and purpose of this, what it is. Insert all command, let me discuss first of all. Okay, insert all command. So carefully observe. Insert all command, okay, is used to insert rows data, to insert data or values or data or whatever it is, to insert data into multiple tables at a time, multiple tables multiple tables at a time. Okay, na? So this is insert all command advantage for us. So insert all command advantage is what now? We can insert data into not a single table. We are inserting data into multiple tables. We are inserting, guys. We are inserting what now? Multiple tables we are inserting. So this is advantage of what now? Your what we called okay. So insert all command. Okay, but the problem is there. What is the problem here means? Whatever we are inserting the data into multiple tables. Okay, this data is not a new data. This is already existing table data. Okay, this is already existing table data. So already whatever the data is existing in your another table, that means already old table. So one old table data, again whenever you want to insert into other tables, so there we can use this one, there we can use this one. Okay, now there we can use this one. So that means we are inserting the data into multiple tables, but but data is must be an old or an existing table. But data is must be an existing table, and existing table. Okay, na? So this is what the nature of insert all. But when come to just now we're discussing here insert command also we discuss. So here main point of insert and insert all what's are here. This is also we are comparing. Okay, because again some people are asking doubt. Okay, so that's what before I'm telling them. So insert all difference is what now guys here. Here to insert data into a single table, guys. This is a single table. But the advantage is what now? Here new data I can insert. Advantage is what now? Here I can insert a new data. So that is my advantage of this. That is my advantage of this. Okay, now? Right. So every row wise newly data you can insert as your wish. Okay, but insert all what we said, insert data into multiple tables. But problem is what now? That is what old data. That means already existing data when you want to insert into some other tables. So there you can use a insert all. There you can use a insert all. But here one very important note point is what now, guys? Here, very important note point is what now? Whenever you want to inserting an existing table data into multiple tables by using of insert all command, the most important thing is what now? Both tables or tables. Table structure. This is very important. Table structure must be same. Table structure must be same. Okay, now, so this is important point. So what is the structure? Structure means what we said, number of columns. Okay, must be same. Number of columns must be same. And the second one is what now? Data type of columns. Data types of columns. Or it should be same. Okay, now, so these are the structure. Structure means number of columns, how many columns are there in your table structure. So that number of columns, and every column is having a data type. Yes or no? Every column is we are defining with the data type. So that data type also should be same, guys. There's two things compulsory should be matched now. Then only your insert all command, otherwise the merge command can be possible to data can be stored. So either insert all or merge also same. When we can do merge, okay, again the table structure should be same. Then only we can do merge. Otherwise, we can't do merge also. Okay, now. So these two commands are working based on same structure of the tables. Okay, let how it is you can see. Okay, now this is what the point should be remembered. The syntax is observed, guys. What is the syntax here? Insert all into table name 1, sending values of okay, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, and so on, like this, into table name 2, sending values, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, and so on. Insert into table number 3, sending values, column 1, comma, column 2, comma, and so on. Okay, now, right. So this is our syntax, and later, like this, you can go for guys here. Number of tables you can pass it. Okay, right. Into table name n. Okay, sending values of okay, column name 1, comma, column name 2, comma, and so on. And along with this, what is your existing table data? Select star from your what? Old table name you should give it, and your query should be closed. So query will be ended. Understanding now? So what we are going to doing, guys, here, it means what now? Careful observe. Select command means retrieving reading purpose. So data by using of select command, we are reading data from old table, and that old table data are you inserting into newly created tables. Understanding now? The syntax meaning is what? What is the mean by syntax means? Retrieving data from old table, and that data we are inserting into other newly created tables. Understand now? Right. So this is what, guys, you should remember. Okay, now? Right. So now let you come back. So now one of my table already I have in the database. The table name is called as DEPT. So this is one table, guys. Here, 1 second. Okay, right. So this is one table is there. The table name already existing. This table is department table is there in my Spot user. Okay. So now, so department table already having 3 columns: department number, name, LOC, and some 4 rows are there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, accounting, research, sales, operations, New York, Dallas, Chicago, Boston. Okay, now, right. Now what I want to do, this table data, suppose I need to insert into multiple tables now. So this table data, if I want to insert into multiple tables, what we are going to do now, first of all, I want to create some new tables I'm creating. But what I said here, whenever you want to create a new tables, the new table structure and your old table structure must and should be same structure. Now I can see the structure of a DEPT table. So this is structure of DEPT table. So DEPT table structure is what now? Department number, name, and LOC. These are the column names, and the related data types are there here. Okay, now right. Now let me create. So I'm creating, guys. Create table 1, text 1. Suppose my table, some tables I'm creating, text 1. And now here department number, department name, LOC. But here one thing is what now? Same column names are no need to take. Okay, what I'm saying here, I'm saying here number of columns must be same and data types of columns must be same. But here I'm not asking column names. Column names you can take any name. There is nothing problem. Okay, column names are not a matter here. Okay, now only the thing is what now? Number of columns should be matched. Data types of columns should be matched. Okay, now right. These 2 points are remember, but column name is your wish. Suppose here DEPT number is there. I'm taking D number for example. Okay, integer. Their D name is there. Here I will take a DEPT. Okay, name I'm taking. So I'm taking here. So varchar 2 of some size. Their LOC there. Okay, here I will take here. Suppose department DLOC I'm taking now, for example. Simple. So varchar 2 of some size and DLOC. Any name you can take as your wish, guys. Varchar 2 of some size. Okay, this is one table. This is one table. Like you can go to created, guys. Okay, now right. One table I'm creating now. So my table is what now? Like you see, test 1 is the one table I created. In the same pattern, you can create some more tables and different names you can give it. The names are not what we can say. It's not required to having a same name, nothing. Okay, different names you can take. I already said to you. So second table I'm taking guys here, for example, that's number 2. Okay, so now I'm taking this. Okay, the table number 2. After that, in the same to same, I will take here text number 3, and same as here, I will take remaining columns. Okay, right. 3 tables we design, guys. Okay, now, right. After designing 3 tables, let you see execute the structure. Okay, test one structure you can see. So data types are matching or not carefully observed. So your number of columns, how many in my existing table? 3. And whatever the newly created table, how many number of columns? 3. So columns are matching. Now each column data type. DEPT number is a which category of data type? Number. Okay, yes. And here the first column is number. So data type matching. But sizes are not a mandatory to have a same size. A size of 2 is there, a 38 is there, means that is none of the matter. That is none of the matter. Only data type should be same. Okay, na? Right. Next, second column. Okay, the order of second column is varchar. Order of second column is varchar. So here also my order of second column is varchar. So size is none of the matter. Okay, na? Right. Now here third column is also varchar. Okay, data type, and here also my third column is also varchar data type. So as per whatever the condition we said, okay, whatever the condition we said, table number of columns and data types of columns are must be same and match. So that will be satisfied here. That will be satisfied here. Okay, now, right? Like this, any table you can see. That's number 2, I can see. That's number 3, I can see. All are same to same. 3 columns and data types are matching here with your old table. With your old table is matching. Okay, right. So after that, like you come back and call your tables. That's number 1. There is no data, no rows. That's number 2. And that's number 3. So I have a tables, but there is no data in these tables. Okay, now what I want to do, whatever my select command is there, whatever the select command is there, okay, whatever the select command is there. So DEPT table. So this DEPT table data I want to store or I want to insert into my newly created table. My newly created table. Okay, na? Right. So now how we can insert it? Because we are not only single table, here multiple tables we have it. In this multiple tables, I need to insert this data. I need to insert this data. Okay, now I'm using here insert all command will be supporting here. So insert all in table name 1, test 1, sending values of test 1 table columns, whatever it was there, the column names you can pass. So D number, DEPT name, okay, and then DLOC. Like this you can pass 3 columns. 3. Suppose you have 100 columns are there. 100 columns you want to mention. There is no other solution. Okay, now if you have 100 columns, okay, 100 columns you must and should be mentioned. There is no other alternative solution. Okay, so before I'm telling now, okay, fine. Next step into test number 2, sending values. So you're also called dnum, DEPT name, D location. So each and every column of each and every table you have to take it. Like in test number 3, sending values. So D number, DEPT name, and DLOC. Okay, na? Right. After that, what we are going to take, this data we are taking from, this data we are taking from which table? DEPT table, old table. So compulsory old table. So as syntax, I just follow. D location we change. Invalid identifier. D location is not identified. Huh? So what is the column name here? Location. Invalid identifier means it is not having. Our column names are same now for your tables. D location satisfied. LOC. So that means here same column names we want to take. Okay, 1 second, guys. Here, maybe in 19th it was changes or what? 1 second. So now we will go first. So let me creating same what we can say same structure we are creating. For example, let's wait. Maybe same column names also accepted. Create table test for 11 and select the start from DEPT. Okay, fine. So like this, one more table I'm creating. Test number 2. Test number 12. Okay, as select the start from DEPT. Where 1 is equals to 0. Okay. Create table test number 13 as select the start from DEPT where 1 is equals to 0. Okay, fine. There are 3 tables we designed as your new table test 11. Okay, there is no rows. And test number 12, there is no rows. And test number 13. Okay, now, right. Here, what I did is, I think same thing I'm taking now. Okay, right. So all are I'm changing now. Desk, can you see? So test 11. Okay, same structure taken now. Test 12 and test number. Okay, 13. Okay, DEPT number, D name, LOC, and your original table is what now DEPT. So your same column names I was checking. Let me try this because column names we changes. It is not accepted. Invalid identifier. Yeah, same structure with the same column name, same data type, everything I was taken here. Let me pass now. So insert all into first table. Test number 11. This is 11, not 1. Okay, right. Test 11. Your column names are what? No, DEPT number, name, and LOC. Okay, DEPT number, D name, LOC. Okay. Insert all into test 11. Okay. Into test number 12, sending values. Okay. So DEPT number, D name, and LOC. Okay, fine. Into test number 13, sending values. Okay, DEPT number, D name, LOC. Okay, all tables are taken out. Right. So 11, 12, 13, fine. And let you go here. Select the star from which table, DEPT table. Okay, let me see which same column names I was taken. Okay, so same column names when I was taken. Okay, here what happened? 12 rows are created. 12 rows are created, and let you see your table. Let you see. Select star from test number 11. Data moving or not, data inserted or not. When you see here, okay, let you see now. Data successfully inserted. Okay, now in the same to same, okay, check out test number 12, data inserted. Okay, same to same, test number 13, data inserted. So all are inserted here. Okay, so data inserted into multiple tables. But previously, what we done mistakes? Is there any mistake we query? Any query mistake? Or otherwise, the same column names are not accepted. Query mistake? Okay, okay. That I will see it. Here, what is the query? Query same here. So insert all. Insert all. Test one values. Okay, test two, test three. Okay, we are describing this. We are describing also here. Okay, let me go for. So one of our friend is saying that, sir, we mistake query. Where is mistake here? Which name? That name Pramoda. Pramod. Test one. Okay, circle same. Query in right side. Yeah, something we missing in the query. So here also same DPT name, D location. Okay. Test number 3 also we done. Okay. So our mistake is what? Here structure is clear now. Structure is clear now. Yes or no? Structure is clear. All test 1, test 2, test 3. Structure is clear. Okay. But where is problem? Let you see. Where is our problem? Here our query insert all into test 1. Yeah, there is no change here. The query also same here, also correct query. I think here we are not missing anything. Yes or no, guys? As it is we written, anything missing here? Any spelling mistake here? No, all are things same here. I think so. I think so. Structure means even though it was accepting same column names also, maybe. Same column names also asking. All are same. That means number of columns are same. Number of columns are same. Number of data types of columns are same. And also what it is. And the column names also asking same. Okay. So that's why we are what happened, names we are changing, right? So everything is same. We are giving structure is same. Data type, everything we given same. But column names are we are changes. Okay, now. Now, when you change that means here what happened? Column names are not supporting here. So that means as it is a structure, even though column names also, we need to take a same column names. Okay, now. Even though we want to take a same column names. Okay, now. So this is what. So maybe that is our problem here. Okay, are you understanding my point now? Are you understanding my point now? So here, this is what. So that means what finally you can say here in this insert all command. Okay, in this insert all command. In this insert all command. Okay, now. So maybe it is what it was asking here. So every column name should be same. I think so. Okay, every column name we have to check as it is. I think so. So see here, we're not changing anything. All table structures are same as it is. I was taken. Where is our structure here? Yeah, that's level 11. Same names also taken. DPT number, D name, and LOC. So as it is your whatever your previous the original table, how the structure is there. So same structure name I was taken. Okay, na same structure name I was taken. So column names is same, department name is same, and LOC. So that means as it is a structure, we need to take it. Okay, in your newly created tables also. Okay, now right. So this is insert all command, guys. Insert all command. Okay, now insert all command. Our error is what now? Yeah, our error is what now? See, some people still confusing. Let me see the confusions. What is our error is there? Our problem. Okay, who is asking here? Nitin, third table, why it was showing third table means your query execution will be right to left. Nitin, query execution will be right to left first thing. Okay, na? So that's why it was showing third table. Okay, right. One more person is asking. D number, Rajshekhar, our error is a D location here, not D number. Rajshekhar, our error is D location, not D number, right? No, data types are everything same. So let me see, I will be find out here to take another version, I will take it. So we will see another version, okay now? Another version I will take, for example. In another version also same problem will come to means it's a same structure we should copy as it is, okay? So now, so in this also, let you see, here also the same problem is coming out in this version also. Okay, so this is I'm taking database 10G enterprise edition. Okay, in this also we try it. Now you are understanding what is the old version and new version difference. Okay, now let you see. So here I'm taking 10G enterprise this is. Okay, now right. Now come out in this table. Because there's some clarity will get it now. So is there any modifications are done by my Oracle Corporation people in new version or not? Okay, so that will be getting clarity. Okay. Now, so now again I will take my old one. So that old one is what now? DEPT table. Okay, DEPT table, right? So let you come out. Whatever the tables we created the previously, okay, that I will be copy as it is. Okay, the new and latest version difference what it is we are finding. Is a difference are there or not? So here also I will create it, guys. Here, test one table I think already there. If it is there, I'm dropping. Just observe. Test one, test two, test three. Okay, I'm dropping these. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Come out here. So first table, that's one. That you see here also table column names I'm changing, remaining all are same. Okay, right. And the second table. Okay, fine. Test number 2. Okay, now right. So now here, okay, second table. So and next one is what now? Third table. Yes, right. Let you see. Let me see. Okay, right. The tables we design as it is now. So how we are designing in 19C, Oracle 19C version. So yeah, 10G also same to same I design. Okay, right. And this is your original table. That's called a old table data. Fine. Okay. So can I be apply here insert all command? So let you copy that insert all command, what will be written. Okay. Now insert all command. Same as is I'm copying. Okay. In this we can understand the problem where it is. Either column names are problem or else okay, our column names are problem or else any other. Okay, so that we can identify in this. Okay. Now tell me in this query everything same. Just identify. insert all into test1 values. Spellings also check out, guys, here. Spellings also check out. Okay, values, D number, DEPT name, D location. Okay. Insert into test2 values, D number, DEPT name, D location. Okay. Insert into test number 3 values. Okay, now. So values, DEPT number, the name and location. Okay. So everything is okay now. Right. I just go to take copy. Yeah, okay. So everything is clear. Check out, guys, all of you. In my side, I check it out. Your side, you can check. Any problem is there in this? No problem, na? Shall we go to execute? Yeah, let me see. I'm going to executing. So in this version, we will be. Yeah. So same problem got it. Same problem got it means what you confirm now? Come on, guys. Now this is a 10G. Column names also must be same. Column names also must be same. Okay. So that means here one point in this insert all command. It was exactly okay. Now what you say for this insert all command purpose, I'm telling number of columns must be same. Data types of columns must be same. Next, what you want to say? Column names are also must be same. Okay. Okay, now column names also must be same means automatically data type also will be same to same. Okay, so this is so that means in insert all command, when we are using to inserting the data from existing table data to newly created table. Okay, then what is the here? The rules are there. What is the rule? Number of columns, data types of columns, and column names also. Column names also same. Then only insert all command is accepted. Otherwise not. So your 19C same problem we are getting, right? And 10G same problem is getting. So that means that the problem where it is column names our problem. Okay. So this is insert all command. Okay now. So now guys, this is insert all command. So now I want to take my syntax example. I want to take here same column names. I have to take it. Okay. So below example I was taking now, right? So this is okay. The insert all command using some existing table data. We are inserting whenever you want to insert some existing table data into newly created table. So there we can go to use insert all command. But this insert all command, the way why sir we are using like this means only the thing is what now when you're working in a companies, the work premises when you're working there. So at the time we need to save our time. For example, same information I need to store into multiple tables as per my requirement. So why should I want to create the individual tables and inserting again 1, 2, 3, 4 insertion means it is a lot of time consuming process. So in that cases, what the people will using insert all command they're using to store one copy data or one table data into multiple tables. Okay, at the time without a without a reinserting the data again one by one. So directly they will be sending the data into multiple tables. So time saving purpose. That is only the reason. In where it is in work premises. Okay, na? So that is insert all command advantage for us. Okay, right. Right. So this is what we called as the insert all command. And the next command is what now, guys? Here. Okay, merge command. What is the next command? Merge command. Okay. But the merge command we will discuss in tomorrow session, guys. Here tomorrow we will go for merge command. What is what? Okay, now, right, guys. Okay, right. So thank you so much, guys. Here, what is the use of select Sagar Sagar, what I'm said, select means what now? Retrieving data from DEPT table, and the data we are inserting into multiple tables. Because next DQL command we are not discussing now. Sagar, this DQL command is not discussing now. At the time we will discuss. Okay, now? Right. Now, so unable to set up Venkat, unable to set up Oracle 19c. Is there any alternative practice? You can practice 11G. Editor, you can take any editor. Okay, na? Any editor you can take, guys. No problem. Any editor and practice it. Venkat, any editor. For suppose I'm using 10G. Also, I'm showing now. Same problem, same syntax, same formula. Right? These are editors now. So those editors you can use any editor for practicing purpose. Okay, right. Sagar, tell me. Sandeep, yeah, tell me your doubts are passing here. Passing doubts, I will explain to you. Akash already complete not yesterday notes. Directly main notes is uploaded by my people in yesterday session. Okay, na Akash? Complete main notes. So once you check out, these all are there in the main notes. Okay, right. Yeah, Sagar, we are discussing page size and set lines. We are discussing, Sagar. I already said now. I'm discussing. Maybe that will be discussing in tomorrow class. Okay. Don't worry, each and everything I will explain to you, right? But give me time. That's it.